the Waqf Amendment Bill, a bill that looks to amend the law governing Waqf Board, is all set to be tabled in the Lok Sabha. Now, yesterday, the government told the Business Advisory Committee that it will not press for discussion on the bill and its passage following its introduction, and the opposition parties, meanwhile, have demanded that the bill be first sent to the Parliament Standing Committee for scrutiny. The bill is being opposed by some Muslim organizations and leaders as well, who are in the opposition, and some parties, even within the NDA, have also expressed their reservation over the proposed legislation. But the BJP insists that this is just a reform meant to put an end to the rampant land grab in the name of Waqf. Listen in.
पूरे 50 देशों का जो क्षेत्रफल है उससे कहीं अधिक वक्फ की जमीनें भारत में हैं, और कुछ परिवार जो है वक्फ पे नियंत्रण करके जिस तरह से भ्रष्टाचार वहां आकंठ व्याप्त है, ऐसे में इस वक्फ बोर्ड के लैंड जिहाद को रोकने के लिए भारत सरकार उसमें कानूनी संशोधन कर रही है, और इस संशोधन के माध्यम से वक्फ बोर्ड को पारदर्शी बनाया जाएगा, महिलाओं को उसमें स्थान दिया जाएगा.
Well, as far as opposition is concerned, they have criticized this legislation, calling this one-sided. Let me take you through the reactions that have come in from different leaders. This is Maulana Khalid Rashid. He's from All India Personal Law Board. He said that Waqf is working under the rule of law. Again, he goes on. This is Naseem Farooq. He's Andhra Minority Minister. He says that Centre wants to abolish the Waqf Act. He's stating the fact. He also goes on to say that wrong, we will not let this happen. So clearly saying that they will not allow this to happen. They will not let this happen. Karti Chidambaram, Congress MP, says that central government motive is quite suspicious. A reaction coming from the Congress party. Send it to standing committee first. So this is what the Congress wants. This is a reaction coming from Akali Dal. Harsimrat Kaur Badal says that Muslims not taken into confidence before tabling this bill, move only for the sake of politics. So saying that politics is being done over this. This is RSP leader N.K. Premchandran. He says that amendments to disempower the Waqf is what is being said by the RSP for political mileage in poll-bound state. This is in fact being done. So you heard the reaction that has come from all these leaders from Congress, RSP to also Akalis, going on to say that firstly, this bill should be sent to the Parliament Standing Committee for scrutiny. Let's hear the reactions coming in.
I'm always very suspicious of this government's motives. So what is the sinister motive behind bringing this bill has to be seen, and we'll have to look at what are the implications it's going to have. And I'm sure that it's already agitating a lot of people, and this has to be sent to the standing committee before it's even brought to the house.
नहीं उससे बात करें, हम सीएम साहब से बात करके उसको फैसला करना है ना, उसका तस्वीर करना, उसमें थोड़ा मॉडिफिकेशन करना, वक़ायद को ख़त्म करना चाह रही, वो गलत है. ऐसा नहीं होने देंगे इंशाल्लाह. सीएम साहब से बात करके उसका.
Well, let's give you more information about what the proposals are. Firstly, earlier there was a decision of the tribunal used to be final, but now after the amendment there will be absolute power to Waqf will in fact be omitted. Earlier there was no jurisdiction of civil courts, only there was the last say of the tribunals. Now after the amendment, aggrieved can also go to the High Court, and the decision will not just lie with the tribunals. Earlier the board could have declared any property as Waqf. Now after the amendment, properties survey will be done by the collector, and this is a big move that will come in after the amendment is made. Earlier, any property used for pious purposes can be Waqf. That could be a masjid as well. After the amendment, Waqf by user, the clause that allows this will completely be omitted. So this will come into force after this amendment is made. Earlier, even government properties could be declared Waqf, but after the amendment, quite importantly, government properties will not be deemed Waqf anymore. That means Waqf board cannot claim have claim over the government properties. Earlier, only Muslim members in the Central Waqf Council. Now, after the amendment, two non-Muslim 2 Lok Sabha MPs, 1 Rajya Sabha MP will be added to the mix of the Central Waqf Board. Earlier, Waqf Board for Sunni and Shia Muslim. Now, after the amendment, separate boards for Bohras as well as other community as far as the Muslim community is concerned. Earlier, Waqf Board shall maintain registration. Now, Waqf to file details of the properties on a certain portal. So a portal will be made where they will have to register the property, and it will not just the Waqf Board will not maintain the registration. So this is as far as the amendment to the Waqf 1995 Act is concerned. My colleague Nyamika joins us live on the broadcast. Nyamika, I want to ask you that we heard reactions coming from the opposition parties. They're saying that this should first be sent to the Standing Committee for scrutiny. All India Personal Law Board is saying that the amendment to this act will definitely not be tolerated. Give us more details.
Well, absolutely. The opposition parties have been questioning this move of the central government since the beginning, when the reports had come in that the government is planning to, table a bill which is going to make amendments in the Waqf Board Act. At that point of time, also the opposition parties had raised certain questions regarding the intent of the government for making this kind of a move. And now, when the government is now going to table this Waqf Board Act bill within the Lok Sabha, now the Congress party and the other opposition parties are once again saying that why no consensus has been made regarding this entire issue, and they have also demanded that this bill needs to be sent to standing committee first, as they are also saying that even the Muslim representatives were also not being present, and it is a unilateral decision which is being taken by the government of India, which is not right on their part, and that is the only reason why today also there is a meeting which is being called by the Congress party at 10 o'clock within the parliament, in which they are going to make a strategy that what is going to be their stand regarding this entire issue, as this meeting is going to be tabled by the leader of opposition in Lok Sabha, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, in which the Congress party's Lok Sabha members are going to participate, and they are also going to discuss that what should be the official stand of the Congress party. Yesterday we have seen that how various member of parliaments of the Congress party, whether it is Karthi Chidambaram or the deputy leader in Lok Sabha, Mr. Gaurav Gogoi, all of these leaders have demanded that this bill needs to be sent to standing committee first, because it is very much needed that there should be a consensus which needs to be formed regarding this entire issue. Many of the Muslim organizations have also come to forward, and they have also said that the intention of the government of India is quite suspicious, because the manner in which they have taken this unilateral decision is not going to be accepted by the Muslim community. That is what many of the leaders have said. We have also spoken to several of the MPs who belongs to the Muslim community, which also includes the IUML member of parliament E.T. Mohammad Bashir, and he has also said that the government of India has always taken such kind of decision which are against the Muslim community, and that this is also one of that particular aim which is of the BJP government. So that was the big allegation which was being levelled against the government of India by E.T. Mohammad Bashir, who is the member of parliament from IUML. Right. It will be interesting to see that today, when this bill is going to be tabled in Lok Sabha, how the opposition party are going to raise their concerns, how they are going to raise this entire matter, because the only question which they are putting up here is that why no consensus has been made, why the other political parties are not being consulted before planning this entire move, before taking this matter within the parliament.
So now the opposition party